Hi, I'm Pete, founder of Great American Nosh. We live by the mantra here, eat, drink, and savor. And I am on my porch today because it is rainy and miserable out, but I am so happy to announce this is my first affiliate marketing video. And I have been using the Pit Barrel cooker for the last 2 to 3 years. It sort of came to a natural to me. I just sort of randomly asked to be an affiliate marketing person and they approved me. So definitely click on the link in my description. I'm very proud to actually be talking about the Pit Barrel. I use it all the time in all my cooks. If you've seen any of my Instagram posts on Great American Nosh, you'll notice that I post a lot of stuff I cook on the Pit Barrel. So I'm actually going to show you just some basics on the Pit Barrel, how to set it up, how to use it, and you'll notice we're going to start using it with the Boston butt, or I'm making pulled pork. Now this is a real cook, folks. I am not doing this as a prop for this video. I actually have a massive July 4th party coming up. Here's my Pit Barrel, folks. That is the bottom vent, and where the top vent is, because it has a flat, if you see a flat lid, is you see those 2 rebars coming out of these holes. That's your, and you could play with that vent as well. So definitely play around with this, but it really is a set and forget it type smoker. I really love this thing. I've had this thing for many years. You can see it's gotten some use. Just added the pork butts, folks. That's about 18 pounds of pork butts. I couldn't get the other one in, so I'm just going to do something else with it. Adapt and overcome, folks. Now I'm going to close the lid, get this thing going. We're back. So I put in the pork butts, and that's a long cook. Now what am I going to do for 8 to 9 hours? Maybe I'll have a beer. Maybe not. 8 to 9 hours of drinking beer is not recommended for me, and it's not recommended for anybody. Now I've had, my first smoker was, you know, a green egg. Well, not a green egg, it looked like a bullet. Let's put it that way. Very 40 bucks, cheap, learned how to use it, got comfortable with smoking food, and as my skills improved, so did my equipment. I moved to an offset stick burner, a stick actually being wood. In this case, the Pit Barrel can use wood, but really they do recommend you use charcoal. And I think it's just as close as a set it to forget it, you know, smoker as there is. The offset stick burner that I had was all about fire management, and that really drove me crazy. You know, after 6 to 8 hours of a cook, you're really done. You're tired. Now, this is a long cook, so there's a couple of choices here we can think of. So we can get the temp, and this is a set and forget it type smoker, folks. I really don't monitor the temp unless it's a really long cook, but for the most part, you just put it in there and then you just take it out at the temperature of the meat that you want. So in this pulled pork, I really want it to be around 203, 204 degrees, really when it jiggles, when it's really nice and tender. But in this case, we have 2 choices. Choice 1 is, do we take it off at 140 degrees when it really can't accept any more smoke? So I actually did applewood chunks on the smoker this time. So, and I have a friend who owns an orchard, Westwood Orchard. They didn't pay me to say that, by the way. Anyway, I could pull it off at 140, and then I could wrap it in foil with a little liquid, and then pull it into my house into the oven and let it finish cooking for another, you know, many hours. Or I could get, I wouldn't say lazy, I would get let's say I get busy with other things to do, I could actually just leave it for the 8 or 9 hour cook. So we're gonna cook it for 8 to 9 hours. We'll get check back with you and I will show you the rest of it. Oh my, look at that, folks. It is 8:30, about 10 hours later. Our pulled pork is done. Just to give you a little idea on the cook, it was raining and windy all day, 60 degrees. I took the pulled pork off at about 170 degrees, and we had some thunderstorms rolling in, so I didn't really want to take a chance of running out there with 4 Boston butts and trying to go out there without killing myself. So I actually took them off the pit barrel and I put them in the oven at 300 degrees and they cooked for another 3 hours basically. So wonderful pit. This pit barrel is fantastic. So all I have to say, this is gold, absolute gold. I do recommend you get one of those. Set and forget it. I love it. Eat, drink, savor.